This is National Native News. I'm Antonia Gonzalez. Sharice Davids and Deb Haaland were sworn in to the United States Congress Thursday, making history as the first two Native American women. They hugged on the House floor after the official ceremony. In a speech at an honoring event for them, Davids told the crowd they're bringing Native women voices to Washington. Indian Country Today captured the moment.
I'm really looking forward to making sure that people remember the history of our country and also the present, that people keep in mind that we're still here and that our voice is really important and that we need to have Native issues, concerns, and all the good stuff that's happening in Indian Country to be acknowledged and heard and seen in Congress and on the executive side. And we're here to make sure that that happens.
Deb Haaland.
We've been parts of committees and councils and teams and all of these things, thinking of all these wonderful ideas about how we can make Indian Country better. And what we really need are people in office so that we can take all those wonderful ideas and make the decisions that need to be made so that we can move forward, so that we can make our communities better places.
People from across Indian Country traveled to Washington this week. Wainima Chavez Quintana from Giwa Pueblo in New Mexico went to support Haaland. She attended the honoring ceremony and watched the swearing in with Haaland's family.
Being there was just really overwhelming, and there was so much love and respect, and it was empowering as a woman, as a Pueblo woman, the strength that one woman could hold for all of us. She has a heavy load to carry for us. I mean, Native America has a lot of topics that need to be addressed, and we need a lot of help. And now that we have a voice there, it's like, yes, Deb, let's give this power to you, and I believe in you, and let's have you be there for all of us, to represent all of us, all of our nations, and that's so important.
Healthcare, renewable energy, and protecting the environment are among issues Chavez Quintana hopes the new Congress will address for Native people. South Dakota's Department of Education is seeking applications for 21st century community learning centers. Grants are meant to help school districts or community agencies that work with local schools to complement regular school instruction. As South Dakota Public Broadcasting's Gary Ellenbolt reports, tribal schools and agencies are encouraged to apply.
The grants come from the federal government to help provide academic enrichment to students, with particular attention paid to creative programs that keep kids engaged. Alan Harstad with the Department of Education says the federal grants will go to help students in high-poverty or low-performing schools.
They could be before-school activities, after-school activities, or summer programming, or some combination thereof. Some of our programs don't have a summer component. Some of them do. It just kind of depends. Almost a typical after-school program, which they all have some after-school component, would be some sort of a snack or a meal for the students, and then academic enrichment is the first priority, and so things like homework help, mentoring, working with their regular classroom teachers or another qualified individual.
Grants run 5 years and range from $50,000 to $250,000. Leaders with interested organizations need to submit a notice of intent to apply for the grants by January 18th. Once that's submitted, the deadline to file an application is March 1st. For National Native News, I'm Gary Ellenbolt.
And I'm Antonia Gonzalez.
National Native News is produced at the Annenberg National Native Voice Studios by Kawanak Broadcast Corporation. Funding is by Odawi Law Group, provider of Indian law solutions, and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, with support from the Public Radio Satellite System.
Support for journalism that raises the awareness of child well-being to citizens and to policymakers provided by the Annie E. Casey Foundation, building a brighter future for children, families, and communities. Information at aecf.org.
And by the law offices of Sonosky, Chambers, Saxe, Miller, and Monkman, a national tribal rights law firm with offices in Washington, D.C., New Mexico, California, and Alaska, and online at sonosky.com.
Native Voice One, the Native American Radio Network.